Hey guys, Uncle Barbarian here, and we are starting a very new, brand new account because I wanted to get that feeling back when I first started playing the game and remember how great this game actually is and how far it has come in the last 3 years. I know so much has changed in that time, so I wanted to go back to the very beginning and start over and really just go through everything. Hey there, Bravo. Really wanted to just go through everything again and realize that I cannot skip any of this, but that's okay. Luckily, I know what I'm doing, so this tutorial shouldn't be too bad. And we're going to slap around this Hal Jordan. Get text to appear, skip. Okay. Alright, so we beat intro mission, we lose Superman, we lose Lex, we keep Zatanna, and we now have Hal Jordan, which the game is going to teach us how to unlock characters with the Hal Jordan. And then I think we also get Arrow, yeah, get Green Arrow. Also, so we're going to be quote unquote learning for a little bit, but that's okay. Da 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 da. Okay, now the game's going to require me to do these things, and that's fine. Honestly, the starting roster of Hal, Arrow, and Zatanna, pretty solid. Just gonna go ahead and we'll just leave it on auto. Heck with it. Man, the changes to Hal and his rework may make this game so much easier now. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, leveling up. That's good. We're gonna need 78 more of those. Because gotta get to 80, right? Why would I start over? Because I wanted to revisit what it was like and see some of the new additions. I know there's things that have been added to the game since I started playing, 3 years ago. So I wanted to go back and revisit, if that's what you were asking. And much like most of the games like this, genre, you can turn it on auto for a little while before you have to, start thinking about what you're doing. And depending on how you build your team, you can actually just run it on auto, I think, would be my guess. Especially depending on how you power them up and whatnot. Alright, we should level up again, probably. Yeah, my plan is just literally do this new stuff. Well, starting the new campaign today was the first plan. Much beyond that, I mean, I kind of was hoping that people would, trickle in and love it later. So one thing I will point out for newer players, these missions don't collect these until you stop leveling up through your energy expenditure. It's definitely worth waiting. Hey, look, I have no use for those. Hey, look, old, gotta love, And now I definitely won't need. All right, what do we got? All right, got some cool things here. Can't do anything about him because I only have 300 gems. Batman. Alright. But yeah, as far as my plan for the stream, I don't really have one just yet. Um, Today, I'm not sure. I was just going to stream for an amount of time, probably, because I don't think I'm going to run out of energy, doing stuff. But I kind of wanted to do streaming from a new account so that other newer players could, visit these and see how somebody who has done all this before reacts to it a little bit differently, maybe. So, then honestly, I enjoy starting games over like this. Um, because half of the fun is, the grind. And we're going to power up Flash because I love Flash. We can hope. I'm not going to hold my breath, but we can hope that they will add new chapters someday. Yeah, whatever. Right? Yeah, nostalgic. Oh, right. I'm not supposed to collect those. What am I doing? I'm being a dummy. That's what I'm doing. Alright, well, Batman, go away. Flash, go in. Um, I think part of the fun of this, starting a new account is knowing how much this has changed just with reworks. Like the rework to Flash, the rework to Hal Jordan, these characters are going to be so much insane compared to what this game was, back when I first started playing. Like Flash has a, huge rework that has happened to him. Hal Jordan got a nice rework that happened to him. Sinestro got an amazing rework too. Like all of these things affect the campaign, but as a player that, has been at the end game for 3 years now, like I have, not seen any of this stuff matter for ages. So it's nice to come back and visit it and see what these changes actually do. I still have it. Still have my old account. Don't worry, Ogre Barbarian is still around. Yeah, this is a ton of being useful. That's a fair statement. She kind of loses out once you unlock a lot of characters. The amount of hand holding the game gives might be a little bit high, but now that I've done all of the things that it wanted me to do hand holding wise, it's gonna let me kind of have control for a second. Oh man, camo rework. Whew. Oof. This may inadvertently turn into me streaming low level account camo versus the world again. I'm not sure. It may happen, but it's something that might happen. Just be aware. Um, because yeah, Chemo's rework is absolutely bazonkers. I love it. Ugh, too many buttons now. Alright, so we're gonna go back, go to the heroics, and we want these. Yeah, I am looking forward to another Energy Bleeder finally in Heatwave. Um, Should be a lot of fun to use another energy bleeder. And it's funny because he also, because of the way his passive works, he's going to be another one of those can't touch me or don't touch me characters where if you touch them, you get a bunch of bleeds. So I'm looking forward to that part of Heatwave. We'll see if I enjoy the rest of his kit or not, but he definitely seems like he'll be good. Yeah, Heatwave does have shielding. His middle ability is Flame Shield or something. Gives a whole bunch of characters, all the characters, a shield percentage, and then some sort of buff, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at it. Right. And this is, one of the reasons that I went back and did heroic instead of moving forward in the chapters. I wanted to unlock more levels before moving forward. Oh man, Owlman. First bleed and shield character in the game. Uh, that is a good question. He might be. Alright. Alright, got 12 on Hal. I get one more. Might have to swap Arrow out for the time being. Trying to think who else in the bleed category. Dr. Poison's the only healer, I know that. As far as shields, though, I think, yeah, Heatwave will be the only shielder. Um, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if what he can do with the other bleeders. Hopefully he's good. Heatwave does look fun, so we'll see. Not sure I like his animations, but I was expecting like a straight up flamethrower mode. I don't know. I'm probably just going to be playing this account a couple of times a day at most, and probably mostly during the stream. I'm not sure I'm going to touch it otherwise, other than to just expend energy to make sure I continue to level up decent pace. I'm going to try and do it mostly on stream, I think. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, I still will use my normal account. So, whenever I'm not streaming, definitely. But she does, but doesn't at the same time, because I think one of the things about Zatanna is that her usefulness in the early campaign hasn't changed. Like, even with all the reworks of other characters and everything else, she is still a very solid character in the early game, and that's okay to have characters that are really solid in the early game compared to the late game. That's fine. Uh, does everybody need to be a late game PvP giant? No. Does everybody need to have, a billion applications in PvP? No. So you can have an early game PvE character like Zatanna. You can have a PvE god like Chemo or Doomsday. Um, you can do those sort of things. It's just people need to realize that not every character is going to be Wonder Girl when it comes to PvP. So, just my opinion. Uh, Zatanna could definitely use just a couple of bumps. They need to ditch that leader skill and do something better with it, and then they need to make her heal provide overheal. Other than that, she doesn't really need that much of a change, in all honesty, just a stat buff like any other character, because she just needs to be brought up to speed, essentially. But otherwise, I think Zatanna's fine as far as like her role and her niche that she has. So they give her an overheal, and all of a sudden she can be, on like Enchantress teams, and maybe Enchantress could use a rework too, stuff like that. And then maybe you can get like some decent teams out that way. I think would be nice. So that's another thing is that not everybody needs to be Lex. Lex is probably too good, to be honest. Uh, like in concept, you don't think it's going to be as amazing as it is, and then it turns out to just be absolutely broken. Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I probably will. Uh, use this to my main account. That was not the intention of what this is doing, though. If that's like that was not my intention, but yeah, I probably will use the code for my main account just so I can get a little bit of a boost since I am doing this. Yeah, I have four characters rebirthed in my main account. Chemo is rebirth two. Beast Boy is rebirth two. Supergirl is rebirth one, and Cyborg is rebirth one. I also have Kid Flash capable, just I haven't L5'd him yet to get him to rebirth. I have the crystals for it, I just haven't taken him to L5 yet because I don't have the legendary essence. Once I do that, I'll be able to do him. And then I think Nightwing is. I want to say he's like 300 away, less than 300 away to get rebirth. Also, who is I've been working on. And then with the PvP ending, I'm technically 600 away from rebirth 3 for Chemo since I'm now 310 deeper into rebirth 3 for Chemo. So and if you're wondering why I rebirth Cyborg, rebirth Supergirl, it's because I'm trying to rebirth all the Titans, and they're the ones I happen to have shards for. So, working on the other ones. Although I didn't pick up the Wonder Girl sale. Didn't do it. Partly because I didn't have the gems, but also because she is honestly a crutch character that I personally don't want to take further than I already have. And the only reason I took her to where I have is because she's a Titan. So I'm not sure I'll take her beyond the L4 that I have her at. But I do plan on eventually trying to rebirth all my Titans, for the most part. If I can. We'll see. Nice. I think I'm actually only 100 away from, or less than 100 away from my Red Hood to rebirth. How many gems does my main account have? Well, I did go ahead and splurge a little bit on the spring gem sale. So I think I currently only have about 20,000, but that was all from that sale. almost. So I'm not like a huge whale or anything. I'm not hate mail. Like I spent like the $40, and I had gone into this month saying, yeah, I'd probably would buy 1 or 2 packs of uh, the chemo sale, and then that sale came along, and I'm like, nope, I'll just get this, and I bought it up to the $20 one, so I spent a total of little less than $40, and that was how much I had set aside to spend this month. So I'm like, all right, works for me. Well, there goes Arrow. So we definitely need to level up him, or maybe not use him even, at least in this chapter. It's definitely one of those things that you have to think about early on, is that who's going to be worthwhile using in the early part. And your characters are a little squishy when you start, so as you can see, level up again because my energy refilled. And this is why you don't want to pick up your experience from the missions. What are you talking about? Oh, alliances and PvP and hero challenges. Man, we had got a lot of levels. Do we get Siren? I don't think we do because it don't really matter. Yeah, I don't personally see a reason. Yeah, did I spell that right? Probably not. I assume you mean this one. There you go. This is what you get. First come, first serve, guys. If you're not on the stream, I won't join your alliance. Um, but now we have access to PvP. No, Doom is not useless. So it's one of those abilities that it's not useless. It's not good for later game use. So Doom as a skill or as a debuff is quite good in the early to mid game, where a lot of your characters just you don't have a lot of purging effects. That's where it's going to shine. Um, as you get higher up and Lex, becomes everywhere, and you know Wonder Girl and this, that, and the other thing, and like that's where you're going to run into where Doom isn't as good. Um, but I think Doom definitely has its place, and again, I think it's one of those earlier, like if you're at gear, you know, lower gear level than 11, then you're probably okay. And is Chemo the best bleeder in the game? The answer to that is probably not. The reason I say that is because Red Hood is ridiculous. Um, also, Black Manta is ridiculous. So there are plenty of competition for who the best bleeder is. There is no this, that, or the other. There's how do you want to play is one of the big questions you have to ask yourself when you're looking at bleeders, and one of those needs to be what style of combat do I want? Do I want to have a lot of control, meter control, speed downs? Why did I grab that? Well, yes, Chemo is just fine for endgame PvP. Just because some of his stuff isn't relevant, there are other things that he does bring that make him relevant. So, Chemo is definitely worthwhile in endgame PvP. Got 8 reds, so hopefully Zatanna survives. But yeah, I always see comments on Reddit and in Discord and everything. Oh, what's the best bleed team? Uh, the short answer to that is don't be so silly. Yes, Sexy Lexi is a very very good with Chemo because he brings the meter up that Chemo needs. Although Chemo did get a lot faster now, um, he also gives him the overheal to keep him taunting. Hello. Well, all right then. Greetings from Germany. You'll have to forgive my terrible German if I ever do decide to try and speak to you. My family is Swiss, so I did pick up some, just not enough. Nobody ever really taught me. So, guten Tag. But what was I talking about? Camo, bleeders. Yeah, okay, so in general, bleeders, if you're going to build a bleed team, there isn't one way to play bleed teams. There's a lot of different ways to play bleed teams. Yeah, I'm excited about Heatwave. Having another energy bleeder beside Bizarro and Chemo is going to be nice, hopefully. Oof, that was a critical shield, and that, well, she did. So we're going to have to go back. Alright, so this is our first instance of 2-starring, I think. So. Yeah, Redhead and Silver Banshee are very, very good together. Let me double check everything, make sure I got 3 stars and everything. Yep, okay, cool. This is our first instance of having to go back and revisit a level. And of course, it was one with 10 reds. So let's shove Batman in there, make him invisible from time to time, and hopefully the Hal Jordan shields will be enough to keep these guys alive. Oh yeah, that's certainly a viable team. Lex, Chemo, Siren, and Black Mask is certainly viable. Black Mask in general with Chemo, really, really good. Constantine with Chemo, really, really good. Especially if you got Lobo. Lobo dies, comes back, Constantine slows him down, Chemo's applying the slowdowns, and you got yourself a nice little, handy dandy. I didn't care about having 3 stars, but, well, you're definitely going to kill some stuff that way, that's for sure. Yeah, Chemo's rework brought a lot of things that he does now. So I'm looking forward to unlocking him in this one because he definitely provides a lot that he didn't provide before. And like I said, we may end up being just, yeah, let's Chemo versus on a low level account. Yeah, Constantine, Black Mask, Red Hood. Like, a lot of the bleeders are just good, solid characters anymore, so. Like, you certainly can't go wrong with bleeders anymore. Um, and I keep sidetracking off of this, but like I was saying before, uh, there is no one best for bleed teams, you have to ask yourself, how do I want to play my bleed team? Do I want to play it as a control style team where I'm using Lobo as my taunter and then having Black Mask and Constantine, uh, shred debuffs around if he dies? Do I want to have Poison Ivy using taunt on Chemo? Do I want to have her placing that on somebody else maybe? Do I want to have, Red Hood, Siren, Cheetah, AoE special, super damage everywhere? Uh, how do you want to build the bleed team is one of the questions that you need to ask yourself. Siren and her rework is incredible. She is much improved. Wouldn't say she's, the highest tier, but she's definitely gotten a lot stronger. Siren's very good. Oh no, everybody has a place. And that's the thing, is that not everybody's place is going to be top tier PvP. And I think a lot of players forget that. Uh, but you can definitely make any character work if you want them to. Maybe not Blue Beetle, but there's a lot of you know yeah, and and that's fine. Poison Ivy doesn't have to be the best or anything. She's uh, just a okay character. She's not great, but she's fun. You know, she's if you want to play that slow, grindy control style game, she will give you that. Well, she will help with that because that's what her style is. So it really depends again on how you want to play. If you want to play fast and aggressive, she's not going to help you with that. So that is stuff you have to look out for sure. But I mean, that's every character. A lot of characters. There's plenty of characters that you can throw into any team and they'll work and they'll do their job and they'll be just fine. Hal Jordan, Power Girl, Wonder Girl, blah 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 blah. Plenty of characters. It's finding places for the ones that are below that people generally are like they just they're not sure how to use them or they throw them on a team thinking that they're like every other character that they have because they'll just go on any team. And then how do you defeat Lex Arcus? Have somebody faster and drop buff immunity is a big one. So if you have like a Beast Boy, slap Arcus with Beast Boys 2, and he'll have 2 turns of buff immunity, and then you are free to, roll Arcus as you choose. The alternative would be to use somebody like Black Adam and just one shot him. Um, but yeah, Arcus is not as bad as people think. It's when he's hiding behind a taunt plus Lex plus then yeah, if you get a lot that much support, you better be able to one shot things if you have 12 strength ups. Like that's just how that works. Beast Boy is very underrated. I find him absolutely monster. Um, I honestly think I have the most fun with Beast Boy, and that's why I RB2'd him. So, and I love him on my Lex team. My Lex is only gear 10, and I still bring my Lex every fight. I haven't bothered to bring him to 11 because I have more fun with him at 10. He doesn't need to do anything because Beast Boy is just like, I'm doing it. Beast Boy's a lot of fun. I always thought it was funny. There was one fight, I think it's this one, where the minion had more health than the Hal. Yeah, that minion took forever to kill. And then watch, this Hal's gonna be like one shot. No, okay, maybe it's not this one. There's one fight early on. It might not have been in this chapter. It might be the next time we fight Hal. But yeah, I think it is actually while we're in Themyscira. So, but there's a fight where the minion to the left of Hal has way more health than the Hal does. It's really funny. And I don't know if it was just a programming where they programmed the health backwards for whatever reason. I don't know. But it made me laugh when I saw it back in the day. I don't know if it's still there. Kind of hope it is. Oh no no no! There's way more Titans than just what we have in the game. I think we have 13 Titans right now, and I'm sure that I could probably name three or four off the top of my head that haven't been included. Uh, like for instance, the Aqualad we just got wasn't even the Titan Aqualad. It was the Black Manta Sun Aqualad rather than the Titan Aqualad. Um, they're different Aqualads, so um, the one we got is closer to the Young Justice, not the Titans version. So there's that, and then you got like Bumblebee. She hasn't been added. Um, you got like Jericho. You got like I don't know. There's a lot of Titans. They've been around a long time. And when a character needs to upgrade themselves from a quote unquote sidekick, you know, they go to the Titans for a little while and become their own hero. Yeah, it was good having you here. Thanks for joining us. All right, so this is first time you're actually seeing Necron in the campaign. It's in chapter two, the end of chapter two. We're gonna fight uh, Manhunter Zero for the first time, and you forget just how awe-inspiring Manhunter Zero is the first time you see him. I mean, just look at this amazing display of holy jeez. You forget to just, forget how amazing that feels the first time you see it. So, what, Charlotte? I'll be in there in a little bit. I guess that's, close to time here. That's chapter 2. We leveled up again. Um, so, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to heroics. Actually, no, I'm gonna. So, this has changed a lot. Let's go back to that real quick. So, this is going to be your first login, no matter what. And this is looking at this is absolutely mind blowing at just how much you get on this very first. Like, look at this is insanity. So many shards, so many gems, so many everything. And then on top of that, you have the campaign mission unlocks. Like, you'll have more than a legendary Superman by the time that's all over. Like, it's absolutely insane. So that's a great calendar. I love it. For your first calendar, no matter what, it's guaranteed. So that's awesome. Um, okay. And Deadshot has nothing I can give him, so okay. Gonna need to farm some. Why did I grab that? I'm so dumb. Learn from my mistakes, kids. Don't grab here till you expend your energy. Whatever. But anyway, in the early game, definitely try to complete as much of this as you can. Get all the upgrade events that you can too. Gonna be a big one. Can't use Sinestro because he's a villain. Oh, and I have to be level 20. So I have to hit level 20. I'm at level 16 right now. So let's try to hit level 20. Alright, so let's... Alright, and I am going to go say goodnight to my daughter real quick. So I'm going to turn this down slightly. Buy myself some time. You hush. You like that I put Evie in?
Yeah. He's my best buddy.
He's your best buddy?
I want to snuggle with mommy.
Honey, if Daddy wants you to go in your bed, then go in. Daddy needs to go to bed too. Logan!
Alright, ladies. Good night. Charlie, stop screaming, please.
Mommy tucked me in.
I don't know why she's being clingy right now.
Because it's in the middle of the night and she should be asleep.
I got moved over.
Alright, sorry about that. Alright, what did I miss? Alright, well. Looks like everybody's alive. We're going to try and progress through. Sorry about the delay there. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I love how there's the call out that Batman says you look like a superstitious cowardly lot, and then if you go into the missions, there's a mission for that in your daily missions. I forget which one it is exactly, but you'll find little Easter eggs like that throughout the game. It's kind of nice. Alright, so there's Arrow. Skins are... I think skins are nice. They're a nice cosmetic thing that you don't have to have. It doesn't affect the game in any way. However, for comic book fans who want that, nostalgia, or for people who want that trophy to show, hey, I was able to accomplish this task or whatever, that those are things that skins are definitely those kind of things, and those are where the skins belong. I absolutely agree that. With Hate Mail has been saying that for forever now. Yeah, Superman does look awesome. I did not pick him up Was unable to get that. I did buy the Nightwing one because, well, Titan. Um, but yeah, I missed on the Raven one. I was sad about that because I tried for that one and I ended up short by a bit. So, but yeah, skins are a nice addition to the game. In all honesty, they are a worthwhile addition. I know there are people that say, "Oh, they waste their time on it." Well, those are different departments that what you're probably talking about that you would wish they were doing. So there's a 3D artist. They don't really have much to do except for create the characters, create the skins. So Professor Zoom. He's not called Zoom. He's Professor Zoom, I believe. Which is something that Thawne has gone by as Professor Zoom. Um, Zoom is a different character. You are correct, but Professor Zoom is the Reverse Flash. Yeah, red alerts are unlocked. But yeah, Zoom is a different character than Professor Zoom. Yeah, like Thawne gets confusing, I know, but Thawne has the ability to alter time and reality in ways that the regular Flashes don't because of the negative Speed Force or the reverse Speed Force, however you want to phrase it. Um, yeah, Hunter Zolomon is not Thawne. And I think one of the things that a lot of fans forget is that characters will be called something and then something else will happen that they'll be like, and then the creators are like, oh, we should probably change this to clarify things. And I think the Zoom and Professor Zoom is one of those instances. Professor Zoom, Reverse Flash, has been around, I believe, much longer. They just decided to start calling him Reverse Flash when they came out with Hunter Zolomon. I believe, I'm not 100% sure. If any of you comic accurate fans out there know, please let us know in the comments of the chat. Because I might be guessing wrong. Oh, so here's the minion that has 1 billion health, and Hal has the little tiny bar of health. I find it funny. So it's the heroic in chapter 2. This minion has so much health. Just beating on him, beating on him, beating on him. Doesn't matter. Okay. And of course, there goes. Alright. We're gonna have to come back to the Zatanna mission. Man, these characters feel way different when they're not legendary and superpowered and just crazy. Ugh. That's the one thing about going back in time like this. Characters are way different at early levels comparatively to when you're level 70, Gear 11, you know. Alright, so there's our first Lex node. So we got our Lex node, Chemo node, Bane node. Like, these are characters we want to pick up for sure. Hmm. Alright. This is the end of the chapter. Man, Sinestro. Pretty good damage there, buddy. Stay alive, Flash. Yeah, changing some of the character frags would be interesting, but I don't think that they're going to. I think that they changed Red Alert and they've changed the different other areas of the game that we can collect frags from. I don't think they're going to change the actual campaign. That's just my thought. I don't think they're going to. That doesn't mean they won't. Yeah, I'm not counting on them changing. Who we got today? Catwoman. Etrigan. I should probably do this. What am I doing? Alright. Yeah, you get way too many frags at some point of some of these guys. Alright. So, let's go ahead and power up. Power dead shot. Power Zatanna, because I'm going to need her for this. Godspeed would be cool, yeah. I'm so glad they added this feature a long time ago. There's our level up to 18. Remember, we need to hit 20. So, level up. Since Zatanna and Hal are probably going to be our main stars here when we do Red Alert, let's go ahead and get some power on them. We'll get some on Floyd too. I'm sure everybody's going to end up getting used. Alright. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and Speed Force these. Okay, we got enough to power up Hal. That's good. Picking up Cyborg would be nice. There's that level. Nice. This is what we want to see. Let's pick up some Bane. I mean, it's already been around for 3 years. I don't see it slowing down as far as playability. I definitely think it has another 3 years in it at least. Absolutely. Absolutely think that this game can last. This is one of those games that, as long as the players support this game, like they have been, there's no reason for it to really slow down. So age is a number, man. Say that. Alright, so how do I want to proceed here? Maybe I want to shove a whole bunch of greens on my team and take on all these reds. It's probably not the right idea. Probably want Zatanna in there for a little bit. Okay, so we'll probably try this one. Something like that. We're going to focus on Star Sapphire and then Hal. We're going to use that as often as we can, just to keep our characters a little healthy. We're going to hope that Hal eventually starts passing shields to Floyd, because he needs some shields, man. We're going to ignore Sinestro for the most part. Alright, Floyd got some shields. Alright. Okay. Like what? I mean, you said different areas, but what does that mean? The game already has a ton of things that it can do and has done and stuff. So I mean, what are you looking for exactly? Alright, so not ideal. Floyd's a little low, but if we can swap him, I think we'll just go with a. I don't want to use fight against Cyborg, right? That one looks good. Focus on Cheetah. Maybe bringing Sinestro was a bad idea. He's a little slow. He's a lot slow. Alright, I don't have her upgraded to have the. I need to hit level 20, man. I mean, sure, there's. You mean locations, okay. You say areas, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? We have PvP, PvE, hero challenges. We have this, that, and the other thing. We have a lot of things in the game already. They're areas of the game, so. You mean locations. And, they bring new ones whenever they can with hero challenges. So, I mean, it's not like they don't make new areas. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to swap out Floyd. But Hal and Zatanna are doing their jobs otherwise. It's just Floyd has gotten manhandled. So we're going to have to put in somebody else. Take the heat off. Let's do that same one. I'll just throw in. And now we're going to have to focus on Cheetah then Bane just to get the pressure off of Zatanna. Maybe I blew that a little early, I don't know. Oof. Okay. And this is where I need to slow down just a little bit. Use up these things. Try and get to full health. And you definitely want to try and get as far as you can in these. Because it's real handy. Alright, what are we at? 87% to level. Alright. Level up 17. Or 19 rather. Maybe we should get Zatanna up a little bit more. We got her all the way up as far as that'll go for now. So, need some more upgrades, I think. I don't know that we're getting through red alerts, but I've been going for over an hour, about an hour now. So I think we're gonna call it. I'm gonna try and finish this. But I think that's all I got for tonight, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you are watching this post. And thanks for joining me, everybody. And we'll see you all tomorrow night.